Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So we're in the middle of a thankfulness challenge, 30 days. Today is day 16. If you're just joining us, you're right on time to choose to be thankful. The beauty of these is that they're all about you. You just get to reflect in your life and recognize what you're grateful for. Attitude of gratitude, friends. That's the best one, right? All right, so today is day 16, and it is what location are you thankful for? What location are you thankful for? It's so interesting. At first, I was going to get like all profound, and I'm grateful for my mind and heart, and when I'm in that location, and then I was just like, are you kidding me? Come on, girl. You know what you're grateful for. Oh my gosh. By far, and it was a toss-up, because there's many things I can find beauty in. You know, I live in the desert. At first it was just brown, brown, brown. But over time I was able to see the flowers. I was able to see the animals. I was able to see the beauty. I love the mountains, you know, with the green trees, etc. I love that. But bar none, I have to choose the beach. Are you kidding me? The ocean and waves and the sound of the ocean and the power of the ocean and the beauty of the whitewash with the foam and the joy of just floating in the water and allowing it to carry me, and seagulls and the sound of seagulls. Oh my gosh, talk about my happy place. But to be fair, I love water anyway, right? I was swimming since, can I argue birth, since we're in water in the womb, right? But definitely, you know, I learned to swim at 1, 2, 3. I was on swim team at 4 doing butterfly. I was on swim team my entire life. I absolutely loved it. So water, water, water. I love to drink water. I've always been someone who drinks a ton of water. I love a river. I love running water of a waterfall. Are you kidding me? I guess it would be fair to say anywhere that there's water, you know? Fresh water sponsored by God. I absolutely love that. Ironically, when I have a nightmare, it's usually in the water, and the water is black and dark and out of control. The ocean is pitch black. The waves are hurricane waves or tsunamis, and I'm just in black, murky awfulness. Like, it's kind of ironic that one of my favorite places becomes that. But yeah, what location? Water and the ocean in particular. Oh my gosh, I can still hear like a single engine plane humming in the distance of my childhood on Seal Beach. I can still see the Navy barracks across the jetty, you know, the waterway. I can still see the 30-foot waves. Oh my gosh, in Newport Beach. Oh, come on. What was it called? Oh, you totally know what it's called. Looking hot, Newport Beach, hanging with the... Oh, God, you know when you can see it and you can't say it? I just saw it. Come on. Oh my gosh, I almost said it again. It will come to me. It always does. You know, the brain's a computer. It has everything we've ever learned. It's just a matter of finding the right file and knowing what buttons to push to retract it. Oh, the Wedge. Thank you. The Wedge. Are you familiar with the Wedge in Newport Beach? It is just like really one of the seven greatest mysteries of the world. You got to look up the Wedge in Newport Beach. But yeah, kids who were in the hot crowd got to go. I'm not going to say I got to go every time. There were some hotter chicks than me, but not that many. It was pretty great. The Wedge, Newport Beach, California. I think I'll put a link. It's amazing. All right, for tomorrow, day 17 is what act of kindness are you grateful for? We'll have to think about that. All right, my friends, I'm just checking in. I'm drowning. It's one of those weeks where, you know, whenever it's right before a holiday, not only the children ballistic, but inevitably we have a million things going on. And some of those activities I'm in charge of too. I will say one interesting thing, and I'm still doing 90 meetings in 90 days, and praise God I'm clean, and today's day 17, but it's bringing up a lot of issues for me being in those rooms again, and they're important too. But one of them, you know, of course, every day I ask God to bless me and to use me as he will anyway. That's just my truth. And oh my gosh, I just have to give this story. So I was just getting out. We had a district day, so we had a meeting. It's getting pitch black at, 5 o'clock. It seems like 4 o'clock, but whatever. It's pitch black. And I was just like wanting to get home. Cray tired. I'm out of here, right? And I got in my car and I saw this kid, and he was walking with his backpack. He looked exhausted, and I could tell he was a teenager. And I'm like, this is an elementary school for one. There is nothing around here. What is he doing? So I rolled down my window and said, hey, so are you walking from the bus, or like, what's your deal? And he's all, I don't really even know where I am. Do you have a phone so I can call my mom? And I'm like, oh my gosh. I said, really? What's up? And he's like, the bus just dropped me off. And I don't even know where I am, and I can't get reception on my phone. And I'm like, dude, I'm a teacher. You could totally trust me. Go ahead and get in the car, and we'll find, or wait, do you know your address? And he's like, yes. So I put him in the back seat, and I'm telling you, we drove about 7 miles. He never, not only was it almost dark, it was pitch black when we got to his house, and he never would have found his way, especially with no phone. And this is like a remote area. People just aren't out. I couldn't even believe it. So his story was that it was his first day of school as a freshman. He's new to the school, and the bus dropped him off at the wrong location. And when he was getting off, he was thinking, I don't know where I am, but I'm afraid to tell the bus driver. Does that break your heart? So I got him home, and I was like, peace be with you. But when I was done, I was in my own situation because I couldn't get reception in that neighborhood. I wasn't that far from my school, but I don't live anywhere near my school, right? I'm 50 miles from my school. And so I'm like, really, Father? Neat trick, neat trick. How are we going to get me home? So I just started driving, and I'm telling you, every time my navigator said go left, there was no street there. Like it was literally just a driveway or a blocked off street or whatever. It took me like 25 minutes to get out of his neighborhood. And I was like, what is the message here? I was just being so humbled. And I had to keep thinking, I'm so blessed to be of service, as difficult as it can be at times. I'm so lucky. You guys, if you followed me at all, you know my crazy stories, right? From the girl that I saw jump behind a pinyon tree, which is a form of a cactus, right? Behind a pinyon tree in the middle of the desert out of nowhere that I helped. The time that I thought it was a girl walking, and the closer she got to my car, the bigger her shoes, and the taller she got, it was a guy in drag. Still a young guy. And yes, trust me, everyone in my life says, Juliana, don't. I get it. But, there's just been so many things. The dog that I saw, that I'm not even sure till this day if it really existed, or if it was literally a hologram of this seemingly blind dog that was looking straight through me, that for some reason I was required to pull over for. The pack of 7 dogs, right? I saw those 7 dogs running through the desert, and I just felt like somebody literally just dumped off what was probably a dog kennel and let them all out. Those dogs were in great shape, and they were still wagging their tail, which is a really good indicator that they were new to the desert. And then I saw them one more time, right? Like 2 weeks later, and there were only 5, getting a little more bitter. The leader was still wanting to be loved. He even had on a harness still. And now they're probably just gone, dead, or completely wild. And it's just been such an interesting experience. So I just wanted to share that because I feel like I've been white knuckling it a little bit. And that just means like, yes, I'm making the better choice, but it's getting a little hard for me. I don't really have any food cravings because I'm totally eating right. And getting in enough nourishment. So it's not cravings. This is all the mental part now. But I just felt like giving service, when in doubt, focus out. Giving service is the best. And I'm happy to be doing it. But it was just funny how in asking to be useful, God always finds ways, and it's just in the most flippant things, like finding a little freshman wandering the streets and not knowing how to get home. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for service. I'm grateful for one more day clean. I'm grateful for my JVV community and having access to online 12-step programs all over the world and getting back to me. All right, my friends, like if you like, join us if you haven't subscribed. Let me know if you can relate at all to my share in the comments below. I would love that. And until we talk again, know that you're blessed.